Okay, so we have a bit of an issue. The resources in my hardcore world are depleting, and I think the only way to replenish them is to mine for 10 hours straight. I know that sounds extremely big brain, but if this works, we could have materials to last for a lifetime. So if you enjoyed this video at any point, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel. We're currently shooting for 200K, I guess, because that's, the next milestone, and I'd love for you guys to be a part of that. Anyway, enjoy the video. Yep, you heard that right. I'm going to be mining for 10 hours straight in hardcore Minecraft. So basically, the logistics of this are, I'm going to need a lot of stuff for this to happen. And since our last episode, we made this, mine thing here. Well, I've kind of upgraded it a little bit. I've done some basic renovation here and kind of a gigantic shaft all the way down to the certain levels that I'm going to be mining at. But, it's just basic work. But let's be honest, you're kind of here for the mining. You're kind of here for the end result sort of thing. So we're going to get straight into it and try and not keep as much mining as you truly think in this video. I will try and go over things throughout so that, you have weekly or, hourly updates. I'm a little But with those hourly updates, you'll be able to keep track of kind of what I'm doing. Oh, yeah. Also, for all y'all who said I need to fix this thing because it had no support, yep, I added the beams down there. So it's a lot better now, okay? It's not floating, I promise. And other than that, I know that I still have to do pathways. I still have a lot more to do with this world other than just build the buildings. But for now, 10 hours of mining is about to commence. So let's head down to the mine shaft, and I will see you guys in my first strip mine. Alrighty, we have arrived at the first strip mine. This is iron level and copper level-ish in a way. I don't think it's actually copper level. I think it's just iron. But we're gonna make a few separate strip mines at this level as well as diamond level because I want to get as many materials as I possibly can. Now, the way this is gonna work is for the first 5 hours, I will be strip mining with very light caving, which means if I run into a cave, I'm not gonna exactly ignore it, but I'm not gonna explore the full thing if I don't feel like it. So it's gonna be mostly strip mining, and then the last 5 hours, I'm gonna be doing only caving. So running out, finding a cave, and then mining in that cave for an hour, or at least mining in certain caves for an hour. And now when it comes to the strip mining part about this entire thing, I will be strip mining at the iron level for probably about 3 hours, and then the diamond level for probably about 2 hours. Reason being is iron is a lot more valuable than diamond when you're late game because iron can craft actual things. Diamonds is just for armor and some XP. It's not near as big of a deal as you'd think, so yeah, mining at iron level is probably the better call. However, you did just see me switch down to diamond level because I did want to get a decent bit of diamonds for hour 1. And then at the end of the hour, I did end up finding a cave that I explored a very little bit, but my collection for this entire mining session for just an hour was really big. I had over 1,000 copper, almost 300 coal, 500 iron, 300 lapis, 200 redstone, 100 gold, and 36 diamonds. All of those are rough estimates. You guys already saw what the exact numbers were on screen, but that's quite a bit. But that was only 1 hour, and we are hopping into hour 2 right off the bat. We have 10 more of these to go, and this one, I'm on the diamond level. Or at least I'm starting down here. We'll see how it turns out. Now, when you're on the diamond level, you really don't find anything but diamonds, lapis, redstone, and gold. Those are your 4 main components at this level. Diamonds are probably the most prevalent, but you can find the others. And throughout this trip, I did definitely find diamonds more than others, but my inventory filled up pretty quickly after the strip mine, and I had to already head back up. Not that that's a problem, because I'm also here to collect blocks for future builds, so that's kind of part of this. And that's pretty much why we strip mined for 5 hours, instead of just going caving and seeing how much we could get with that. But once I was done sorting out my inventory, I went back to mining. This was my second time going back down here for the hour, and it was very, very eventful. The first time I was down here was probably only for 15 minutes, so this one was way longer, which included the other 45 minutes of this hour, and I got a lot more. But this whole inventory filling up situation is getting really annoying. We might have to go to the end soon. But right now, I'll just focus on the mining part. After hour 2, I had a lot more diamonds than I expected. My collection from this hour was 360 copper, 29 coal, 253 iron, 400 lapis, 350 redstone, 250 gold, and 75 more diamonds. I don't think I'm ever gonna have to go diamond mining again, but there's absolutely no way we are stopping there. We are on hour 3 and it's time to start yet again. This time I went back up to the iron level because obviously I want to get more iron than diamonds, but I already have like over 100 diamonds right now, so I kind of think chilling at the iron level is the better play. And overall, mining at this level is way better for me, especially since I'm going to be using copper a lot in my builds. I think the coolest thing ever would be able to have like 9 stacks of copper by the end of this, like the block form, okay? Not just 9 stacks of copper, but 9 stacks of copper blocks. And since I kind of know how this video turns out, let's just say that might happen. But other than copper being very prevalent on this level, iron is as well, and that is the main source that I'm going for. I'm going to start using ores more in my builds, which includes copper, but also iron, because I am going for more steampunk mechanical stuff, and that like comes in clutch in a lot of builds. You will not believe how much iron you can use for a build when you just like want to do railways or something like that. It is crazy. You know how long it took me to make the rail system just to get down to like this iron and diamond level stuff? Yeah, that took like a lot of iron, and I didn't even have that much. Thankfully, we're here today mining for 10 hours. Speaking of more mining, we went back down to the diamond level for the rest of this hour just to check out and see if I could get any more diamonds. I know that currently in the voiceover, I'm talking about how much I really wanted iron and copper, but I was still a little diamond focused while mining. There's just something about a shiny object. I don't know what it is. But just like the rest of all the other hours, it finished off very, very well. It wasn't my highest collection yet, but it was still pretty decent, with 500 plus copper, 15 coal, 120 plus iron, 150 plus lapis, 150 redstone, 100 plus gold, and another 59 diamonds. That almost makes my total of diamonds over 150. I don't think I'm ever going to be needing diamonds again. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot this episode. But then I realized I made a slight mistake. So you know how I mentioned hour 3? Well, apparently hour 3's recording time was actually 2 hours long. So that means that included hour 4. So what you just saw was hour 3 and 4 put together, and that result was actually terrible compared to the other 2 hours I've gone mining. From now on, I promise I'm not going to edit them wrong or, record them wrong, and they will actually be the hour mark. But yeah, I just want to tell you that little mistake. However, that little mistake does not mean that I get anything less than what you'd expect because, well, the next few hours are quite insane. And with that said, let's move on to hour 5. This hour I spent mostly on iron levels, so I could catch up on iron and copper. Again, like I've stated before, diamonds are not my priority, they're just kind of fun shiny things to get. And while on this level, it definitely did not disappoint me with a ton of iron and a ton of copper, as well as I stumbled upon a few caves. However, pertaining to the caves, I won't be going in them near as much as I would if I was just doing caving, and you can't really exclude caving from strip mining because it's just a part of the process. However, this does mean that this was the last hour I was spending strip mining, okay? If we're doing 10 hours in total, 1 through 5 are going to be in strip mines, 6 through 10 are all going to be in caves. So this was my last chance to get a ton of items for our collection. And there was no way I was skimping this round. I kind of failed hour 3 and 4, so I had to really play catch up in this hour so I could compete with caving, because I had no idea how well caving would actually do compared to strip mining. But I would say hour 5 was probably one of our more successful runs. I know that I did show a little bit of caving at the end here. Like I said, I'm not going to completely ignore caves, but I didn't even sit in this one for too long. And my total of ores came out to 1,300 copper, 250 coal, 500 iron, 350 lapis, only 50 redstone, a stack of gold, and 9 diamonds. But again, I wasn't on the diamond level, and I was way more focused on copper and iron. I think hour 5 definitely accomplished what I needed it to, and I'm very excited to start mining in the caves for hour 6. And now that it is time for hour 6, I went ahead and left my house and headed in a specific direction to see if I could find a cave. I did not include this in my actual hour, by the way. I only included me being in the cave mining for an hour, especially since I had to go back to base and like drop off materials half the time, because otherwise I was not going to be able to carry everything. We have not gone to the end yet, and we do not have anything from there, so we don't have shulker boxes, and that means that I'm kind of screwed. So a lot of the times I make stuff into blocks anyway, so I save space, but still that doesn't help a ton when caving. However, right off the bat, I kind of found a cave really close to where I was going to build a castle eventually in this world, so I figured I'd just go in there. And now let me tell you, caving was so much different than actually just strip mining. Strip mining does not have all of these mobs trying to kill you at once. Strip mining does not have like tons of area that you have to run around and explore to find these actual ores. As well as when you're strip mining, you don't have to like water bucket clutch or go down and up and down and up to find different like areas to mine in. So overall, starting this hour off, it was really fun and a lot better than just strip mining. Trust me, 5 hours of strip mining will demotivate the heck out of you. And after strictly mining in a singular cave after an entire hour, even after dropping off stuff and coming back to another cave, I ended off the day with 1,300 copper, 300 coal, 480 iron, 480 lapis, 600 plus redstone, almost 150 gold, and 58 more diamonds. That is a huge chunk of material in 1 hour just to go for our 5 hours in caving. I have a feeling that strip mining is going to be nowhere near as good as caving, but we'll just have to find out. And now that you guys already know what 1 hour of caving looks like, I'm gonna speed it up a little bit for you. We're basically gonna fly through the next few hours like a hot knife through, butter. Yep, the saying is butter. And to kick it off, after hour 7, we had a ton more ores. And by that, I mean hour 7, I hit almost 4,000 copper, almost 300 coal, 150 iron, almost 250 lapis. I didn't mine a single piece of redstone, by the way, 150 gold, and adding another 50 diamonds to our collection. That means in 1 hour, we almost beat all of our copper collection for our entire strip mining venture. Now for hour 8, we took off into the exact same thing. We went and found another cave so that we could mine for a straight hour. It took a little while to find a good cave that would last me an entire hour, but eventually I did. And even in this cave, I stumbled upon a lush cave biome. And okay, yeah, I kinda sacrificed some space in my inventory where I could have technically put ores for things that I got from this lush cave. But I don't think you can be too mad at me, because if I do end up decorating my area, which I probably will in a later episode, then everything's gonna look so nice because of this one lush cave, and then you guys will not be mad at me. But in total for hour 8, we did end up getting over 600 copper, 150 coal, 300 exact iron, almost 200 lapis, almost 500 extra redstone, over 300 gold, and another 45 diamonds to add to our collection. I know at this point, I think the whole diamond thing, I've said collection every single time, but it kind of is a collection because I'm never gonna use this many diamonds, ever. They are basically a trophy piece at this point, but I don't mind it. I guess if gear breaks in the future, then I'll know where to go. Alright, and now that we've been mining for so long, I'm just gonna sum up 9 and 10. Guess what happened on hour 9? I think you will probably not believe this, but on hour 9, I went mining. Yeah, that's all I did. And hour 10 was literally the same thing. Yay. I totally wasn't demotivated at this point and wanted to just end it all. I mean the recording, not myself. That's in-game. Anyway, let's just show hour 9 and then hour 10 statistics. Hour 9 first, coming in strong with almost 1,000 copper, 500 coal, over 300 iron, 400 lapis, almost 300 redstone, 200 gold, and our first 3-digit diamond mine with 100 diamonds. Even though it didn't have a ton of the other materials, I think it having diamonds itself compared to every other one, this one's gotta be the best, but hour 10 might top it, so let's check that one out. Coming in really strong with almost 2,000 copper, over 400 coal, almost 400 iron, and you know what, it kind of lacked on the lapis and redstone, hitting both of those around 130, only 100 gold, and another 51 diamonds. Now, of course, I'm going to be choosing a winner out of each and every hour, but I'm also going to show you what I got from strip mining compared to what I got caving. And honestly, I think the results are going to shock you because one might be better than the other and you're not expecting which one. Alright, so after reviewing every single hour and every single hour of footage, I've realized that there was one very, very clear winner. And no, it's not the one with 3,000 copper, and no, it's not the one with 100 diamonds. The hour that I'm going for is actually hour 6. Not because it had one thing that was super special, but because it balanced out every single ore very, very well. I'll put it back on screen if you guys don't remember super well, but it was 1,300 copper, 300 coal, almost 500 iron, 500 lapis, over 600 redstone, 150 gold, and 58 diamonds. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments, especially since I think that this is the best one and I don't really see an argument for any others, but I would love to see you guys try. Other than that, the only other reveal we have is going to be is this strip mining versus, wait, okay, I've just checked. Strip mining versus caving, all right? These are the two chests, the top ones here. So, for strip mining, this is what we got. Yeah, this is a lot of copper, gold, redstone, diamonds, iron, lapis, all of it is here, and there's quite a bit. However, generally, we have almost 9 stacks of copper blocks, a ton of iron, a decent bit of gold, a lot of redstone, which I don't think I will ever use this much redstone in my life, lapis for ages, and then diamonds that I could just frame up at this point and never use again. But to be honest, the kicker is actually the caving world, because I ended up getting so much more material than I thought I would. Now, I went ahead and did the math, and lapis and iron both lost when it came to strip mining versus caving, which means that strip mining won over lapis and iron. But when you go caving, you get more redstone, diamonds, a ton more copper, as well as gold. Overall, I will put a final tally on everything that we got on screen, and you guys let me know if I did well or if I did pretty trash. I think the biggest part about this entire trip is actually comparing it to someone who did the same thing as me. Now, I mentioned him earlier in the video, and he was my original inspiration for this video, mining straight for 10 hours in hardcore Minecraft. Yeah, it's guilty. And I've just done my best to combine each chest that I've gotten here. Obviously, copper is everywhere as it needs space, but this was my entire total for 10 hours mined. And I'm also going to put on screen Guilty's entire total. Now, I think his kicker was probably the diamond block count. I don't actually have his comparison on screen, but if I'm right, I feel like he had more diamonds than I did. But overall, I'm pretty sure I made out like a bandit compared to him. I'm not judging or anything. I just, might have been a little better. Who knows? And if any of that went expected and you guys didn't enjoy that at all, then don't like the video. But if you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a ton. I'm gonna say that I'm going for a really big goal, but I don't know what my sub goal is for 2022. So just subscribe and I'll figure it out, I guess. I'm telling you right now, if that button is not grayed out, I will find you, Timmy. Anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.